everyone, welcome back to the Tennis in 10 podcast, where we talk about the tennis world in less than 10 minutes. In this episode, we will discuss the background and analyze the game of Mirra Andreeva, a women's tennis player on whom everyone has set their hopes. We will kick this off with some background information about Andreeva and then move on to her playing style. Let's jump right in. For those of you who don't follow tennis and are wondering why the tennis world has such high hopes for Andreeva, the answer is her debut at the Indian Wells Open tennis tournament. Andreeva beat many famous players, including Rybakina, Svitolina, Swiatek, and Sabalenka, and she won the finals of the WTA 1000. Through this tournament, she became the second youngest player to beat world number 1 and world number 2 in the same tournament. Let's dive a bit deeper into who she is. Mirra Andreeva was born on April 29, 2007 in Krasnoyarsk, Russia. She is only 17. She began playing tennis at the age of 6 and quickly rose through the ranks to become junior world number 1. This achievement occurred in May of 2023. In the same year, she reached the junior finals of the Australian Open, where she lost to Alina Korneva. Furthermore, she became the only player in the history of the ITF World Tennis Tour to win multiple titles at the ITF W60 level or higher before turning 16. Andreeva made her first appearance on the tour in 2022 at the Jasmine Open, where she lost in the first round to the 6th seed Anastasia Potapova. In 2023, at just 15 years of age, Andreeva received a wildcard into the Madrid Open and beat Leylah Fernandez, winning her first match in a WTA 1000 and the WTA Tour itself. She became only the third youngest player in the world to win a main draw match in a WTA 1000. At age 15, she pushed through the early stages of the Madrid Open, making it to the round of 16 before losing to the reigning champion Aryna Sabalenka. Because of her effort, she rose 50 ranks after that tournament, breaking into the top 150 in the world. Andreeva's first ever Grand Slam was the French Open, where she made it to the third round before losing to the 6th seed Coco Gauff. Soon, Andreeva got a silver Olympic medal in doubles. After reaching the quarterfinal of the China Open, Andreeva broke into the top 20. Andreeva won her first WTA 1000 in 2025, winning the Dubai Tennis Championships, beating Swiatek, Rybakina, and Tauson in the finals. As I mentioned earlier, she then went on to win the Indian Wells Open, rising up to number 6 in the world. Let's brush up on Andreeva's playing style. If any of you had watched Andreeva's match against Sabalenka in Indian Wells, you might have noticed that she was moving quite slowly at the start. Later in the match, she started speeding her footwork up and was able to keep her fast footwork more consistent than Sabalenka. This goes to show that Andreeva paces herself very well and saves stamina throughout the match. Another key component of Andreeva's game is her serve. Noting that she is 5'9", she uses her height extremely effectively, hitting serves up to 126 miles per hour. Taking an example from her Indian Wells final against Sabalenka, Andreeva hit 6 aces. Her serves are extremely consistent. In her first match of the Miami Open 2025, she made 0 double faults compared to Kudermetova's 7 double faults. Another factor of Andreeva's game that completely dictates her performance is her ground strokes. Her ground strokes are flat and extremely powerful. In her final against Sabalenka, she was hitting back-to-back winners, especially with her forehand down the line. Even though her shots are extremely powerful and flat, they are also decently accurate. She doesn't make a lot of unforced errors, and when she does, she tries to improve. Something really interesting about Andreeva that you guys might not know is that she keeps a notebook with her during matches. She was caught on camera pulling out her notebook against Iga Swiatek in the Indian Wells 2025. So, what exactly is in this notebook of hers? Well, Andreeva keeps her notebook full of detailed, handwritten notes about each of her opponents. Clearly, her notebook has helped her a lot because when she whipped it out and studied it after losing a second set to Iga, she went on to win the third set without too much challenge. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video about Mirra Andreeva, who is destined for greatness. Thank you guys for watching, and please make sure to like and subscribe.